What up, what up, what up? It's your boy B-Phil, and we're back again. I got a special treat for y'all. We're gonna go ahead and build a Telegram chatbot. So let's see what we get. It's very simple. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, how do you tell people to F off? Great question, right? So let's go ahead and ask another question. How do I gain an additional 10 pounds in muscle? And you see how snappy that is? Super fast. Our bot's answering these questions. And this is actually powered by Groq on the back end, which is hosting Llama3 70B. So I'm gonna show you how to build this. So you're looking to gain 10 pounds. To gain muscle, you need to focus on the combination of proper nutrition, consistent training, patience. Here's a brief summary. Okay, great. And it gives me some tips. And so this is a very simple AI chatbot. We're gonna show you how to build that today. Let's get right into it. So first, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have Telegram, and you should be able to get this on your phone. And then when you get it on your phone, you can go ahead and install it on your operating system of choice. Once you have that installed, we're going to go ahead and open up Telegram, and we're going to navigate to contacts. We're going to find BotFather. We're going to find the BotFather, and we're going to start a conversation with the BotFather. So now what we want to do here is we want to go /new bot. And when we select this, we're going to choose a name for our bot. So the bot's name is the one. And now we need to go ahead and give it an alias so that we can reach it. So just like we found the BotFather, we need to find this alias. So we're going to call this the one with the fire. Oh, wow. The one on YouTube with fire. Super hot YouTube bot. All right, we got super hot YouTube bot. Okay, great. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this API key. You guys can have this, and you can play around with the super hot YouTube bot if you want. This is gonna be the one and only time I'm messing with this particular bot. So let's go ahead and do the next step. So copy down that API key somewhere, preferably some text file. And then what we want to do is we want to make sure we go on Groq and get an API key from here. So this is Groq, and let's check this out real quick. How do I win the game? And great. So this is Llama3 8B. You see how fast that was? We're going to get that snappiness, but with the 70B model. So navigate to API key here on the left. Let's go Telegram chatbot again. And you can see here is the API key, which I'm going to delete and copy that somewhere as well. Let's go ahead and open up our favorite code editor. So you want to go ahead and have a folder where you store any of your code, and we want to open up the code editor. So you open up this code editor. Oops. I already have some files in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and delete them. And so what we want to do here is we want to go ahead and get a virtual environment started. So we're gonna go ahead and type in Python 3 mvmvm, you know, it just rolls straight off the tongue. And then we're gonna go ahead and source that. So let's go ahead and deactivate, and then let's go ahead and source this, right? So now we're in our virtual environment. Let's go ahead and install python.env. And then we want to go ahead and install the Telegram, I believe it's, yeah, Telegram bot API. Great. So now we have all of this installed. Let's go ahead and create a main.py file. Inside this, we want to go ahead and import OS. We want to import Telebot. And it looks like it's not wanting to give me this. And we want to from.env import load.env. Great. Now we want a quick fix here, and for whatever reason it's not showing my autocomplete, but that's fine. we'll work with it. So now that we have this, we want to go ahead and load our environment. So load.env. And once we have that loaded, we want to go ahead and get our API key. So we're going to go ahead and create a .env here. We're going to go ahead and say Telegram API key. And we're going to set that equal to the API key that we got from the bot father, the good old bot father, right? So we're going to set that here. And then we're going to go ahead and set our API key that we got from Groq. So Groq API key, and we're going to go ahead and equals that. All right, so now we're all good and we're all set up here. Now we just need to implement the bot. So first and foremost, we want to go ahead and actually, let's get our API key and load it from the environment. And the reason why I'm showing you this way is because you want to go ahead and have best practices, right? So you want to make sure that you're storing these. So when you push them to your GitHub repository, you're not actually getting crazy errors like I usually do. So we're going to go ahead and get that API key. Then we're going to initialize the bot. So we're going to say bot.telebot. And we're going to say telebot. And we're going to pass it the API key. So recall Telegram API key. We're good to go here. Now, with this bot, they have what we call message handlers. They have decorator actually. So we say bot. At bot dot message handler, and we want to say I believe it's commands, and then we go here and we say start, and then we have another comma and we say help. And anytime we get one of those, start or help, we want to go ahead and send a message. So send start help message. And this is going to take a message, and our bot has some functions here. And so we're going to say bot.reply to, and we want to reply to the message. Boom. And then how do we want to reply to this message? Well, we're going to say, hello, I'm the ultimate hot bot. All right, and that's pretty much it. So now what do we want to do? Well, we want to say, we want to run some infinity polling here. So bot.infinity polling, and boom. So now we're going to go ahead and run this. Python main.py. Great, now we have it running. Now let's go ahead and test it out. So let's go to our super hot YouTube bot. We're going to click start, and it says, hello, I'm the ultimate hot. I'm the ultimate, it should say bot. Did I add that? It didn't say ultimate hot. Okay, ultimate hot. So we're going to say help. It is going to say I'm the ultimate hot. Okay, great. So now that we have this, now what we want to do is we want to be able to send this particular API request to Groq. And so we're going to go to the Groq website, and I'm going to show you where to get this code from. So we go to Groq, we go to the documentation, and we have a quick start guide here. So you see here, we have our client here, and we have these particular, just copy and paste this, y'all. Go to the site and copy and paste it. You should be good to go. But you're having a client, you're passing the API key, and you're using the chat completions API to send a message from the user to Mixtral. We're going to change that to Llama, and then you're going to go ahead and print the message. So we're going to go ahead and put this in our project. So at the top, before we initialize this bot, we're going to go ahead and initialize Groq. So what we want to do here is we're going to cancel this out. I want to say pip install Groq. All right, we got Groq installed. So let's go ahead and clear that out. So now what we want to do is we want to import Groq. So from Groq, and it's interesting because I have this bound to one of my keys to change the scene, but we're going to work with it. So import Groq. So from Groq, import Groq. And I believe we just installed it, and for whatever reason, it is not picking up my interpreter, y'all. So we're going to select a different interpreter. We're going to use this, and hopefully it picks this up. Great. So now we should be able to run this, and we should be able to get a response back. So we're going to go back to the Groq website, and we're going to get the correct model. and we're gonna go ahead and paste that in here because we're copy paste developers like pros. So don't mind what I'm about to do right now, but we just want to test this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it like this. And I have to install some quick packages. This is just one way that I just quickly and iteratively test. So I'm gonna let it run and we're gonna see what we get. Okay, great. So we see here we got a response. We're getting this correctly. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna wrap this into a function. And so let's just go ahead and define the class. So we're gonna say def get response, get Groq response, and we're gonna pass it a message. It's just passing content, so we have everything matching here. Now we're gonna go ahead and indent that. And inside this content, we're just gonna go ahead and erase this and we're gonna pass in the content. Great. So instead of printing this, we wanna return this and we wanna return it as a string just in case. Great. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this so you all can see. And we're gonna go ahead and create a new handler. So this new handler is gonna handle all other messages that are sent to the bot. So we're gonna say bot.message handler, and we're gonna go ahead and pass a lambda function here. So we're gonna say lambda, and we're gonna pass message to equal true. This is something in documentation you can find. And we're gonna go ahead and pass the different content types. And this is an array, and we're just gonna say text here. Right, we're just gonna handle text for now, which is fine. And for this handler, we're just gonna go ahead and define all other, and let's say all other messages. And this is gonna take in a message. Great. And we're gonna go ahead and get a response from our Groq here. So we're gonna go ahead and pass in the content into get Groq response. So we'll say response equals get Groq response, and we're gonna pass in the message.text. Make sure you have this .text here. And then we're gonna go ahead and send a message from the bot. So bot.send message, boom. And we're gonna send it to the message, the chat that we got it from. So message.chat.id. And we're finally gonna go ahead and send it the response. So we're gonna cast this again to a string just to make sure, because we don't want errors right now in this program. I'm showing you all this. And so we'll keep it like that. And we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and run this. Python main.py. And we're gonna go ahead and type here and say, what is the oldest planet in the solar system? And here you go. It says, however, I need to clarify the planets in our solar system didn't form in a specific order. And so we probably could add some additional system prompt here. So if we went back, let's say, just for the sake of debugging right now, let's go ahead and add a system prompt here. So we'll say system, we'll say roll, and we'll say system, and we'll say content, and we'll say you always repeat the question. All right, so now we have a system message. Let's go ahead and save and rerun this. And well, you always, then you attempt to answer query. Great. All right, so we're going to rerun this again. And we're going to say, how do I gain 12 pounds effectively? All right, how do I gain 12 pounds effectively? Gaining weight in particular. So now you see you have a very simple Telegram bot, and hopefully this was useful to you. And if you want to go ahead and see how you deploy this, So it's not just running on your machine here, and you want it always long standing, and you want to add some additional custom functionality, go ahead and join my school group in the actual description, and we'll show you how to do that. So anyways, hopefully you learned something. It's your boy B Phil. I'm out. Peace.